11 Financial red flags to look out for in your relationship. Money is an important factor in any relationship. It can be the source of conflict and resentment or the glue that holds a couple together. In a relationship, it is important to have equal financial status. It is not just about how much you earn, but also about how you manage your finances and make decisions together. It is important to know how your partner manages money, and what their personal financial goals are. It's also important knowing how your partner feels about debt before you seriously commit to the relationship. If you find that your partner has different money habits than you, try to work out compromises together so that both of you are happy with how finances are handled in the relationship. Now, if you are enjoying this video, please don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe for more videos like this. Also, make sure you click on the bell to turn on notifications. When it comes to relationships, we often focus on the big picture and overlook the small details. But if you're not paying attention to your partner's financial habits, you might be in for some surprises. Following are some of the most common financial red flags that you need to be aware of before seriously committing to a relationship. 1. Spending too much. One major red flag is overspending. Spending habits can be a warning sign. If your partner is constantly spending money on things you know he or she cannot afford, it could be a sign of serious financial problems. This type of person is someone who has a tendency to buy things they don't need. This can lead to a lot of unnecessary spending and even debt. It can also be indicative of a spending problem and could be a deal breaker in a relationship. While everyone makes mistakes, it's important to keep a close eye on your partner and his or her spending habits. This could mean everything from lavish gifts to overspending on friends and family. 2. Lying about credit card debt. Some people are in denial about their credit card debt. They may be using credit cards to fund their lifestyle and then not paying off their balance. This can make it hard to tell when they're telling the truth about their financial situation. A person who is lying about credit card debt is likely not just lying about that, but other things too. Lying about your debt is often a result of embarrassment or fear of being judged. The fallout of lying to your partner can be years long. It is better to come clean about it as soon as possible. 3. Being secretive about money. Secrecy in a relationship is never healthy. In order to build trust, it is important to have open communication with one another. If your partner has a secret bank account or credit card that you don't know about, it may be time to have a conversation with them and ask how they are able to afford the lifestyle they are living with their income. If a partner is being secretive about his or her money and how they are spent, this is a red flag. It can be difficult to feel safe or in control when your partner can't even trust you enough to share this information with you. Money has power, and secrecy around it can lead to resentment, distrust, and dishonesty. One of the warning signs that your partner is being secretive about money is if he or she refuses to answer your questions about their spending habits. Money is a very touchy subject, but if you're concerned about your partner's spending habits, talk about it. Some people may not want to tell other people their financial status because they are embarrassed about it. They may think that other people will judge them for spending too much or not making enough money. 4. Not paying bills on time. If your partner has a history of not paying bills on time, this is another red flag. If your partner is constantly late with bills, it could seriously affect your relationship. Having a history of not paying bills on time will lead to significant credit issues. Late payments can show up on the credit report for up to 7 years and can keep you from qualifying for loans or even renting an apartment. You need to consider taking a risk and making the decision of whether or not this relationship is worth keeping, because chances are, they will continue to make the same mistakes in the future. 5. Financial abuse. Financial abuse is a type of abuse that occurs when one party in a relationship, the abuser, controls the other party's access to money. Financial abuse is often about power and control. The abuser may use money as a tool to threaten and control their partner by limiting access to cash or credit, making all the financial decisions, or simply spending all of the money. Financial abuse is a problem that can ruin a relationship. It can take the form of withholding information, taking money out of your joint account, and secretly getting into debt. Regardless of the reasons for financial abuse, it is crucial that you protect yourself from a controlling person, especially in a new relationship. If you notice these signs in your relationship, you may want to seek counseling. 6. Lying about money. If your partner is lying about his or her financial situation or how much money they make, it's a red flag. Lying about money is a way to manipulate. Lying about how much money you make is a sign that you are being deceptive and may have something to hide. If your partner is lying about their income, they're most likely embarrassed by what they earn. Your partner may open a bank account or get a credit card and use these accounts to hide debt and spend money without your knowledge. 7. Not having any money saved. The lack of savings is a huge red flag because it means that there will be no buffer if something goes wrong financially. It also means that one person will likely end up supporting the other financially, and this can lead to resentment and conflict over money. 8. Taking out loans without telling you. Knowing your partner's borrowing habits can help identify any potential red flags in your relationship. Borrowing habits should never be kept secret, as it could negatively affect your relationship. Couples should develop a financial strategy together. Secrets about money are dangerous for a relationship, as they could lead to miscommunication and mismanagement. If your partner is taking out loans without telling you, that's a red flag. This is one of those serious relationship problems that needs to be addressed. A partner should be able to speak openly about their financial state. If your partner is not forthright with you, it can be indicative of a number of different things, including financial abuse. Regardless of the reasons, it's important to find out whether your partner is borrowing money without your knowledge. Excessive debt can make it more difficult for a couple to qualify for favorable loan terms. It may also result in higher prices for things like cars and houses. Your partner may be struggling to live within their means, and you might have to pay the price later. This has some serious implications, so you need to talk about this with your partner. Your partner should consult with you and not take matters into their own hands, because in the end, it's going to affect your relationship as well. 9. Excessive debt. If your partner has a lot of debt or is spending more than he or she makes every month, that's a red flag in a relationship. Excessive debt in a relationship can be a serious problem. It puts a strain on relationships and reduces quality of life. It's important to find a solution. Debt consolidation is one option that can help get the finances back on track. This option combines all of the debt into one account and lowers the interest rate. If your partner is in a lot of debt, that could be an indication of a money management issue. This may also indicate that your partner might end up incurring into more debt in the future. If your partner's debt is large, it could also mean that the money they earn will go towards debt repayment rather than saving. When you're in a new relationship, it's easy to be blinded by love and ignore any red flags. However, if your partner is having a lot of debt or is spending more than they make every month, this is the time to speak up. 10. Lack of communication. If your partner is getting overly defensive when you bring up finances, this is a red flag in a relationship. If your partner doesn't want to talk about money, this could be a deal breaker. Communicating about finances is a foundation for a healthy and successful relationship. Talking about money can be difficult, but it plays an important part of a relationship. When one partner gets defensive when the other brings up finances, it could be a red flag that there are some underlying issues with the way your partner handles the money. The best way to address this issue is to have an open dialogue and talk about it head-on. If your partner is not willing to discuss personal finance issues with you, it could indicate that their financial values are different than yours, and this could lead to conflict down the road. 11. Not knowing your partner's credit score. It's common knowledge that a healthy relationship is based on trust. In order to maintain trust and have a balanced relationship, it's important to know what your partner's financial status is. If you don't know your partner's credit score, there are many instances where it could be a red flag. Knowing what your partner's credit score is can be helpful in determining their level of responsibility. If you don't know what your partner's credit score is, it may be worth it to find out. In conclusion, there are many things to consider before dating someone, and one of them is their money habits. You should ask about his or her debt, savings, credit score, and how finances are managed before getting into a serious relationship. It may not seem like a big deal at first, but it can have an impact on your future financial situation if you don't think about these things beforehand. Money is often the number one cause of arguments in relationships. Financial health is a major factor in the success of a relationship. It's therefore important having an open dialogue about finances with your partner. Talking about money can be difficult, but it is crucial for building a healthy and long-lasting relationship. Please don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe and click on the bell, it will help me a lot. Thank you for watching and I'll see you on the next video.